Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. How are you? It's Tuesday and we have another exciting day for you. Hopefully you all caught us on Wake Up Call this morning. In case you didn't know, it's back. Yes, Wake Up Call is here to kickstart your day. International Yarn Bombing Day today as well. So if you missed out on that, do make sure you go back and watch it. It was a really interesting show actually. Nice little interview with Becky and Diana talking all about yarn bombing. So do go back and watch it. Lots still to come today though. Launch party coming your way today from 4 o'clock, slightly earlier than planned. And in this era masterclass, we are going to be focusing on the Craft Club Aqua Techniques, which we previewed in Wake Up Call this morning. So maybe you picked that up. It's a kit that if you only watch us here on Crafters TV, you will have seen for the first time on Wake Up Call. If you're a QVC viewer or HSN viewer, potentially you have already picked it up. If not, your opportunity to grab it in this show. It is a brilliantly priced item, which allows you to sort of delve and dip your toe into the world of all your aqua techniques. If you are already kind of in with the craft clubs, by the way, and we'll talk more about it later on, we do have the binder on the show for you as well. Just before we dive into it too, I've got lots of things to tell you at the top of the show that I must remember about. If you watch us on YouTube, we've got our new YouTube community page. So if you want to keep up to date with everything that is going on, if you go to the Crafters page on YouTube, hit that community tab, you'll be able to see all of our posts of our list with everything which is coming up, things which have happened in the past, schedules, all those kind of things. You set your notifications for that. Also on the website today, worth having a look because we have got our midweek mix-up, not mash-up as I said earlier on, where you'll find a designated page with £5, £10 and £20 deals. And this coming Friday, brand new show coming your way, Friday Night Live. We are after your pictures, please, for that show. It's going to be a very interactive show. There's going to be fun, there's going to be games, there's going to be competitions. We need your pictures, please, for the viewers gallery. So anything that you have been working on recently that you're particularly proud of, that you would love the rest of the world to see, please send it in and we will add it to that gallery this coming Friday, Friday Night Live from 5. Studio at crafterscompanion.co.uk. And if you get in the Friday Night Live gallery, you may, in the words of producer Johnny, get something. Sounds ominous, that, doesn't it? And also, during that show, you'll be voting on your favourite demo of the week, so keep your eyes peeled. Maybe there'll be one coming up in this show with the marvellous Lilly Fletcher, who is here to take you through this craft club. Do you reckon you've got like an award-winning demo coming up in this show?
I'm hoping so. I've got 2 demos lined up. It's all about the kit, though. The kit is fantastic, so I'm hoping that kit will carry me through to what will be known as, fingers crossed, an award-winning demo. How exciting. But this masterclass this afternoon, masterclass with a little bit of a twist because like Ben's already alluded to, if you are one of our CTV viewers, this will be a brand new launch for you, and how exciting is that? It is our Craft Club number 3. It's all about your tricolour aqua techniques. Lots and lots of techniques that you can do with this amazing kit. We will be doing a little bit of an unboxing, or an unbagging as they've been calling it.
Yeah.
Not quite sure about that.
Doesn't sound as nice, that, does it?
An unbagging, yeah. We will be doing one of those a little bit later on throughout the show, so you can see exactly what you're getting as part of this amazing kit. But yeah, I absolutely love this, and I'm hoping you can join us for the full hour. It's going to be a fun one. It is.
We will unbag in just a few moments' time. Let's say a few of those, then we'll get the details up. Radical Rachel on the socials again. Melanie D already joins us. Sandra Evans is in Powys. Lois joins us from Ohio.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Pat's in. What's wrong with my voice then? Oh, hi. Hi, Lily. Hi. Hi to Pat, who says good morning to everyone. I watched the end of the first show. I enjoyed seeing the interview, and of course I got the laughs with the yarn bombing. Oh yes, Craig was throwing balls of yarn at me. So childish, so childish. I did not throw them back. I gently placed them onto the tabletop. Zoe Carver says, afternoon all from West Sussex. Just started raining here. What a shame. I'll have to stay in and watch CTV. Into every life. Mary Beth joins us. Mary Beth Dahl from Minnesota. Alison is in from sunny New York. Tracy Lofton joins us from Detroit. And Laurie Geetman says, good afternoon, Ben and Lily. What a beautiful day here in Madeira, PA, with baby deer frolicking around.
Oh, that sounds beautiful. How poetic, eh?
No baby deer frolicking around outside.
Are you sure there's not any in the car park? I'm sure I saw a family of deer when I walked in this
morning. Really?
I think that's what it was anyway.
Yeah, family or something. Right, details for the Craft Club. This is your Aqua Technique two-piece showstopper. I'll just give you the details, and Lily will show you all around it. You're going to get everything you will see in the unbagged bag in just a few moments' time. But if you go for the showstopper, you will also receive the tricolour aqua markers from the Enchanted Ocean collection. You basically get these. It works out you're paying about £5 for these, $8 rather than £10, $12.99. Those are added into your cart as part of the showstopper, and then the bonus buy on this is if you decide to go for the showstopper, you can add in another one of the Craft Clubs for half the price. So maybe you want to explore aqua techniques with a friend or a family member. Maybe you want to get the kids or the grandkids into it as well, and you want them to have the same stuff that you're working with. That's why you would go for the showstopper and get the second one for half price. £28 or $28 is the platinum price on that. And as I said, if you do want to go for that storage binder, if you are someone who's already bought into the Craft Club via HSN or indeed QVC, the binder is on the show too, £10.39, $10.39, so do stock up on those binders as well. But let's have a look at what we are going to get in the bag as we get ready to unbag with Lily.
It's time for our unbagging.
Yes.
So we have got our fantastic Tricolour Aqua Craft Club here. You do get your divider with each and every single one of your craft clubs. That's going to be perfect for putting that into your binder if you are going for that beautiful, I have to say, I love the colour of that beautiful pink binder. You can see there you've got a little bit of inspiration on the front. Flip that over and you can see on the reverse exactly what you're getting as part of this incredible kit. 70 pieces in total throughout this craft club. But let's have a little look at exactly what we are getting home when you get this fantastic craft club. So first up, of course, it's all about our aqua pen and our tricolour aqua techniques. So of course, we are going to be providing you with 3 of our tricolour aquas. If you've never seen a tricolour aqua before, these are almost like 3 pens in one.
Yeah.
They're water-based pens, so they're the same sort of formulations as our regular aqua pens, but the beauty of these is you've got 3 separate nibs within the pen. So 3 different colourways, all complementary, which you can then dilute with water to get tons and tons of shades from each and every single one of those. And you can see you've got a really lovely array of colours. You've got your nice brights. You've even got your most useful colour, they say it's not a colour, but your most useful tone in your black to go alongside all of these. So 3 of those pens are included, which is giving you 9 different colours in total. Then next up we have got our fantastic set of stamps featuring one of my favourite butterflies. I think that's just absolutely gorgeous. You've got your sentiments, you've got your little worker stamps or your filler stamps, you've got your silhouettes, you've got your more open designs. These of course are going to work beautifully with the mediums that were included in the kit and the techniques that we're talking about as part of this kit. But of course you're going to be using these with lots of different mediums as well. It could be alcohol based pens, it could just be embossing and adding your lovely metallic embossing powders to these as well. These are just absolutely brilliant, but a really nice large 8x8 inch set of clear stamps there. Then next up we have a collection of our resist pattern sheets. With these you're getting 9 different pieces, so 3 different designs, 3 of each. You get your lovely, almost like a magnolia flower, you get your roses, and you get a really lovely damask pattern as well, which we'll be using in a later demonstration. These give you that effect almost like it's been heat embossed. I know it's really difficult to pick these up in the camera, but the beauty and the sort of effect that you get of these, you need to go over the top with a water-based medium. It could be a wash, it could be picking out those details, and then that allows you to actually get that resist. So you can see on the boards there where the pattern is, it doesn't add any colour. You just give it a little wipe over the top and you get that amazing resist effect. How absolutely incredible does that look? So you get 9 of those included as part of your kit. Then next up we are providing you with some of your watercolour cardstock, an absolute essential with this. You're getting 12 little sheets with this one, really lovely quality, and of course you can be using that alongside your stamps. So that is included as part of your kit. Then next up, perhaps you want to be creating lovely cards with your finished artworks. We're actually providing the card blanks. You're getting 4 of your white, 4 of your black, and those are 4 by 6 inches in size. And of course, we're giving you the matching envelopes with those ones as well. And we will be using those card blanks throughout the demonstrations.
Yep.
Then next up, some of my absolute favourites. We have got our die cut sentiments.
Oh yeah.
They're going to work a treat, of course, with this kit, but you can use them with anything else in your crafty stash as well. You get your love, you get hello, and you get your smile as well. You get 18 pieces in there in total, and everything, when you get this home, everything will come packaged separately into your different little envelopes there. My top tip with these is I actually take them out of all my envelopes, I store them in my binder, but then I use these as pattern paper because I love that print, so you can use that in your crafting as well. Then you're also going to get your watermark ink pad and your your white embossing powder. It's going to work amazing for those resist techniques with your stamps that you get in your kit. You're also going to get one of our fine spray mister bottles. These will allow you to create those spritz techniques with your aqua pens. You can also use it with the inks that you might already have in your crafty stash. And then to sort of top it all off, one of the really important things as part of your craft club is all about the education. So we're including to you your technique booklet. Go through here and it's going to give you sort of an overview of a range of different techniques you can do with your amazing aqua pens and all the goodies that you're getting in your kit. So it's going to take you through things like using the resist sheets. It's going to take you through faux bleaching, colouring directly onto your stamped images. You can do mixing of new colours, spotlight sentiment. I think that is super cool, that technique, and it's going to show you exactly how to create that. And all the other techniques, it takes you through step by step with your words and with your pictures as well. But as if that was not good enough, we're actually going to include as well that education in terms of the video content. So make sure you do check that out. You do get a little card when you open up your craft club. Just have a little look at the videos on there. Craig takes you through a ton of different techniques that you can create with this whole kit. Lots you're getting in here, everything from your instruction booklet. You are of course getting your card blanks, you're getting your envelopes, you are getting your die cut sentiments as well, your resist pattern sheets, you're getting your watercolour cardstock, your fine spray mister, your watermark ink pad, you're getting your white embossing powder, you're getting your stamp set, of course, really nice large stamp set, and you are getting your 3 different tricolour aqua pens. An awful lot in this crafty kit. It's going to keep you crafting for a long time. It's going to teach you a lot of new techniques as well, which I think is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, value for money is amazing, and again, it's nice, isn't it? Because you're not breaking the bank to potentially try like a new style of crafting. Pat is saying, I got the authorship from HSM for the craft club, and I really enjoy them because it gives you the ability to try the different crafting techniques. The cases are durable, and I can also get 3 or 4 of them into one binder. So yeah, it may well be again that you've already got this kit. Maybe you do need more binders. As we said, they are available for you on the show as well, so you can pick those up today. $10.39 if you are platinum is the price on those. And yeah, ask any questions because this is what this show's here for. Masterclasses, very much sort of technique-y based shows, so you're going to see some techniques with Lilly as far as this collection is concerned, but also great shows for being interactive with us. So anything that you want to ask, maybe you're new to the whole craft club, maybe you're new to aqua techniques and there's something you want to ask before you dive in and grab this product, please feel free to fire in those questions and we will be happy to answer them for you. Must say hi to Pat, who's joined us, Laurie, and also Jamie Vertrees, who says, I am watching a live for the first time. Well, welcome along. Thanks for joining us. Let's get into it then. So we're going to try and squeeze in a couple of demos, aren't we, over the next 40 minutes?
We certainly are, and I'm hopefully going to cram in as many techniques as I possibly can to these 2 demos. That's what it's all about with these kits. It's all about teaching you techniques. Maybe techniques that you've never tried before. Perhaps you are brand new to your tricolour aquas. Maybe you've never touched a water-based pen in your whole crafting life. This is going to be a game changer for you guys at home. Or maybe you've been crafting for many, many years. Maybe you love your die cutting. Maybe you love your alcohol markers, but you want to try something new. Then this is going to be absolutely perfect. So much you can learn with this kit, which I absolutely love, and it's all self-contained, so everything you need in there to get started. So what we're going to do is we're going to create, to start with, one of my most favourite background techniques, one of the most easy backgrounds you'll ever create. I'm going to take a piece of our watercolour cardstock to do just that. Let's grab one of our pens. So I think I'm going to go for the Scarlet. And all we need to do is just remove the lid, sort of split it in half almost with that pen, and you can see you've got that lovely soft brush nib onto the reverse there. But instead of colouring onto our watercolour cardstock, we're actually going to colour onto our glass mat. Now you can do this technique with a glass mat. You can also do it with a craft sheet, a non-stick craft sheet, the brown ones that we bring to you here at Crafters Companion. It's just going to give you a slightly different effect. So scribble some colour onto there, as you can see, very artistic. With that scribbling of colour, you do not need to be artistic whatsoever to create this sort of background. Then we'll just take our fine spray mister bottle, which is included as part of this craft club, and we're just going to give that a little bit of a spritz over there, just so it sort of diffuses that a little bit. Now, if you want more of a diffuse, more of a watery background, you can spritz your cardstock first before you go to dunk this into your colour. But let's just sort of mop up some of that colour, just tap that into there. and then just scoop up some of that gorgeous red tone onto our background. Now, if you want that a little bit more watery, then just go back in. You can spritz onto your cardstock or spritz onto your glass mat. That choice is yours. There's no rules with this. There's no right or wrong. It's just a really quick and easy technique to lay down a little bit of colour, almost like creating your own pattern papers, creating your own backgrounds onto a sheet of that watercolour card. As easy as that. How quick, simple and easy was that? If you've got kids at home or grandkids that want to craft with you, then this is an ideal place to start because, as you've just seen there, there's literally no skill whatsoever required, and you can create backgrounds like that in just a few moments. Now, we will leave that to one side just for a few minutes to dry while we're working on the other parts of our card, but you can speed that process up using your heat tool if you so choose, if you are a little bit impatient like I can sometimes be when I'm crafting. But that's going to be leaving to one side just for a moment to dry. And then at this point, we're actually going to bring in this gorgeous set of stamps, which is included as part of your craft club. And I've actually taken one of my oval die cuts, and I've stamped that absolutely beautiful flower into the centre.
Pretty
in my
poppy.
mind, yeah, I want to think of that like a poppy, and I think that's the sort of way that we're going to colour this one. So we're going to take that scarlet pen once again, and we're going to scribble some more down onto our craft mat. I have to say, I do like that squeaky noise. I'm not sure if it'll be to everyone's taste. I do quite like it. Ben definitely doesn't like it by the
Makes me
faces
twitch
just
a bit.
I think it's one of those noises you either like it or you don't. And I have to say, there's something quite satisfying I find about it. But let's take one of our paintbrushes, and all we're going to do is, you can start by picking up that colour and going onto your image like that, but the way I'm going to work this is I'm going to colour directly to start with onto my image. So nice and easy to do, just letting that beautiful quality brush nib on your aqua markers do the hard work. And I'm just going to lay down colour just a little bit, just where I think it's going to be the darkest colour tones onto this, what we're definitely calling a poppy. The beauty with poppies as well is they come in all sorts of different colours, so it gives you lots of scope in terms of your colourways. So just a little bit of colour onto there, nothing too drastic. Then we get a damp paintbrush. You don't want a soaking wet paintbrush, you just want it to be nice and damp. Picking up a little bit of that colour from our glass mat, and all we're going to do is we're going to start to blend out that colour that we've just laid down onto our stamped image. Now, that technique of where we've actually gone straight onto the image and coloured directly with our pens, if you are using a really quite dark or intense colour, I probably wouldn't do that technique. I'd probably just start off straight away from my glass mat rather than colouring onto the image first, just because you might struggle a little bit more to blend that colour out. But with this being a lighter colour, we're having no problems at all blending that gorgeous red tone onto our watercolour card. Now, it's key that you do use the right card for these sorts of techniques. So with this being a water-based medium, of course, you do need to use your watercolour cardstock, which is exactly why we've actually included it in the kit. So brilliant that you don't need to go out there and find your watercolour cardstock. It's literally all in there for you, good to go, so you can get creating absolutely straight away with these fabulous stamps and your pens. Key with this one is to make sure that you don't oversaturate that cardstock. You want to go quite gingerly with your water. Now, if you're not used to doing these sorts of techniques, maybe you've never done your watercolouring before, perhaps you've never done any sort of techniques with your tricolour aquas, then perhaps go for a water brush rather than a paintbrush, just so that you get that sort of higher level of control, because that's going to actually dictate how much water is flowing through to your image. But I personally prefer to use a paintbrush. I just find it a little bit easier. But do just make sure you go nice and light on the water. Now, what we're going to do at this point is we're going to leave that as it is. We've blended that colour out, leave that to dry, go back in with another layer, and that will intensify that colour. It will give you more depth and more dimension onto there. But now we're going to focus onto that second half of the image, which is that lower section where we've got those leaves at the bottom. So let's take our bud green, same pen actually for this one, just a different colour within that 3-pen technology. And once again, let's colour directly onto sections of that image. You don't want to go all over the image, you just want to add a little bit where you've got the darkest parts on those leaves and the stem. And then we'll scribble a little bit more down onto our glass mat. Using your glass mat like a palette, you don't have to have specialist palettes or anything like that. If you don't have those in your crafty stash already, you can literally just use any non-porous surface. It could be your glass mat, it could be your non-stick craft sheet, it could even be a little piece of acetate or a bit of packaging. Literally anything at all, as long as it's non-porous so that ink doesn't soak into it, as long as that ink can keep moving, then you are good to go. So just a little bit of green onto our leaves. Same again with these. If you want to leave that to dry and then intensify that colour, then go back in with a little bit more of that green to make it a little bit darker in the areas where you've had more shade. But nice and easy to lay down that green. That red at the top now should be a little bit more dry, so we will go back in with a little bit extra of that red just to intensify it a little bit. And the beauty with your watercolour is it's so forgiving. You don't even need to worry about staining the lines. Just sort of let that water, let that ink do the work, and you're going to have a beautiful finished result.
But that's the whole thing about this kit, isn't it, really? I suppose particularly if you're brand new, a lot of it will be sort of trial and error, but you've got the instructions there, you've got the tutorials with Craig, and it's again about a bit of a colouring journey, I suppose, really, isn't it?
Definitely. And I think the great thing about your aqua pens is that it's not just about colouring, it's about all those different techniques as well. That's the beauty of those. You guys at home will know I love my alcohol pens, but you can't do the same sort of range and breadth of techniques that you can with your alcohol pens that you can with your aqua pens. Just the nature of the pen. There's nothing wrong with that. It's horses for courses. They're going to give you different finished results, but the beauty of your aqua pens is it's not just about those stamped images, it's about your backgrounds as well, all the funky techniques you can do. Of course, you can bring in other techniques that you use, perhaps don't use other items in the kit. So for example, you can still be doing your salt backgrounds with these pens, you can be doing all your faux bleaching, all those other techniques. If you've already got other items in your crafty stash, like your glycerin, you could be doing your inking, so almost like turning your pens into inks by diluting them with glycerin. There's so much you can do with aqua pens. They are so much fun to play with.
But like you said as well, with this sort of colouring particularly, starting off lighter than perhaps you would have imagined, because you can then always add afterwards, can't you?
Definitely. It's that old saying, isn't it? You can always add more, but you can't take away. So definitely going more lightly to start with, going with more watery layers, more dilute layers to start with. Then as you start to build up that dimension, going with your darker colours, and you'll start to really build up that image. Now, our two pieces that we've just watercoloured are not 100% dry, so we're just going to quickly go in with our heat tool, as always using our fabulous Crafter's Companion heat tool. And all you're going to do is just go around. You can sort of block that off a little bit if you so choose as well, just to speed it up.
Yeah.
And we're just going to dry that off. Top tip from me, you'll find that your cardstock, whenever you are heating, whether you're doing heat embossing, whether you're drying something off, it will start to sort of buckle a little bit, the cardstock. Then just flip your cardstock over and actually heat it from the reverse, and you'll find that that will flatten that back out. So that's a little top tip when it comes to your drying of your watercoloured pieces. Super simple card we're going to put together for this one. So let's just bring in a matte and layer of your black cardstock. You do get your black card blanks included within the kit. You're getting 4 of those and you get 4 of the whites. So if you want to chop your black cardstock up to use it like sheets of card rather than as the card blanks itself, you absolutely can do. But I know we have got our black card back in stock over on the website, so definitely a good one to go for. It just makes those lovely bright colours pop as well. Look how beautiful that looks against the black, and it pulls out the centre of that poppy as well, which I think is really quite sweet.
Yeah.
Then we've got another matte and layer for our panel, our background panel here. Black mattes and layers once again. I'm bringing out our Collal all-purpose glue just to give us that little bit of wiggle room once we place this down onto our background, so it can position it centrally and make sure we've got a nice even border all around the edge. And I tend to go for about a 1/4 of an inch border for my mattes and layers. Gives you that nice fine little pop of colour just to frame your pieces beautifully. Just allowing that to go into position like so. Just move that up a little bit. And then we're going to bring in our card base, which is our 4x6, all included in your kit as well, so you're not having to source your card blanks separately. Of course, if you wanted to go in with larger cards or different shaped cards, you can of course be bringing those in. Perhaps you prefer easel cards, there's nothing stopping you popping these on an easel card if that's what you prefer. That choice is entirely yours, but if you are a new crafter, we're including pretty much everything you need to get started, which I think is brilliant, just makes it super, super easy. Then I've just got a strip of black cardstock, just as a little bit like a bit of grounding for my topper, just to keep that design flow going throughout the card, and that's just going to go into the middle. That's brilliant for your little offcuts. You know that all those little pieces that you get left at the side of your trimmer or guillotine, that's brilliant to use up some of those. I hate anything going to waste, even if it's a tiny piece of cardstock like that.
Always find a use for it.
Oh gosh, I know, it's terrible, isn't it, Ben? Absolutely terrible. I just cannot abide throwing anything away. So any way that I can use the tiny little scraps, I'm definitely all for. Your little flower dies and foliage dies are brilliant for your little scraps as well. or your little punches. If you guys at home have got punches from years and years ago, they're always good for using up those little scraps. A little bit of foam on the back. You didn't think I could make a card without foam tape, did you? Of course not. I don't think it's in my blood to be able to do that, but we'll pop that into the centre. And just to finish this off, it's looking pretty as it is, but we do have these gorgeous sentiments, die-cut sentiments included as part of the collection. So I thought, you know what, we'll bring one of these in, and what we'll do is we'll actually colorise this using our black aqua pen. So all we're going to do is we're going to go in with that black aqua pen. And I find it a lot easier to do this technique while you've still got it in this sheet. So before you actually remove that from its carrier sheet, do all of your colouring. You'll find that a lot easier. You've got that that edge around the outside to actually grip and hold, which makes it an awful lot easier, especially if you've got long nails like mine, which sometimes helps in crafting, sometimes hinders.
More comments about your nails again. I know we had a few nail comments last night, but Nee Connie is back saying, lovely, sorry, she doesn't say lovely at all. She says, ooh, I love Lily's CC purple nails.
Oh, thank you. Yes,
very on brand.
They certainly are. They match with the scissors, they match with the mat. My mouse mat back at my desk in the office, they are literally exactly the same shade as that, but they are due for a new colour.
They're going
next
soon,
week.
aren't they?
Yes, probably next Tuesday, I think. So if anyone's got any advice, any ideas, I'm thinking probably pink. But
hey, could be a feature for Friday Night Live.
It could be, yeah. What colour? If everyone's
Lily's new nails. What colour should we go for? Let's spin the wheel and find out.
See, one week it could be my nails, the next week it could be Debbie Robinson's, then Debbie Fisher's. Craig, I don't think we can include in this game. Unless he wants to start having his nails done, which is absolutely fine, just gives us a different topic for the next week.
That's it.
Becky sometimes has different nails as well.
Who's that?
So, Becky, our Becky.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, Becky's in on Friday, so she could be the next feature.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of mileage in this. It could work. Yeah. Let's put this idea forward.
Let's, could be featured on a show coming your way soon. Just whilst you're sticking, we can say hi to Therese, who says, hi Ben and Lily, I absolutely love my Craft Club kits. They've helped me so much, and I like how you can craft along with Craig every month. I highly recommend this product, says Teresa.
Good. It's fabulous, isn't it? Some of these techniques are techniques, of course, that I've tried before, that I've done years and years ago, but maybe you've been crafting for many years, maybe you want to actually sort of reinvigorate your crafting, reminds you of all those techniques that perhaps you've tried years and years ago, or perhaps this is the very first time you've ever delved into the world of your tricolour aquas. You can create this as soon as you get this kit home. It is so super simple. The only thing that I've added in, apart from what you're getting in your kit, is an ink pad, a couple of oval nesting dies, and I've also used a little bit of black cardstock. But like we say, you could even be cutting up those card blanks that you're getting as part of the kit. So literally everything you need to create the most gorgeous cards in little to no time at all.
It is brilliant, and what I love about this is this is a kit for everybody. I don't want you to look at this and think, oh, this is just for beginners. You know, I'm already sort of au fait with all of my sort of aqua techniques. If you are that way down the line and you are more experienced, I would look at this as just a great stash builder. You've got loads of goodies in there that you can do all of the techniques that you probably already know how to do. So that's for you. If you are brand new to it, I mean, it's incredible for you because you've got everything that you need in one bag. You've got all of the instructions in the instruction booklet, and you've got all of the videos with Digital Craig. So wherever you are on your crafty journey, this is definitely for you. If you don't want the showstopper, details on your screen here just for the Aqua Techniques bag on its own. So it's $23.99, dollars or pounds platinum. And also if you want that storage binder, that is also available for you too. Details at the bottom of your screen. Good morning, Nee Connie says, good morning to you at the CTV domain from New Jersey. If I could give each of my faves, Lily and Ben, a hug, I would. I've missed you two together. Well,
we've got a present for you next Monday, don't we, Ben? We've just been talking about it before the show. It's us two all day.
Ben and Lily day.
Ben and Lily. That rarely happens, does it?
Yeah,
it's usually like the odd show.
Yeah.
Full day. I am looking forward to it. It's going to be fun.
It will be fun.
We've got the next craft club next Monday.
We might
have a little bit excited.
That Monday, and then I think it's the Monday after there's another one, isn't there? I
think so. Yes, it's Debbie Fisher.
Yeah. So for those of you that are asking this morning, we were being a little bit more coy, but just Monday, and especially next Monday, because it's Ben and Lily Day. Whoop, whoop. Hi to Jamie, says, I love the background, and Carol Ann says, good afternoon from the Isle of Man. I love this kit. It was my favourite from the Craft Club set. Something else which I know you guys loved last week when we launched it. My goodness me, take a look at the paper flower collection. Are you kidding me? This is absolutely incredible. A set of fantastic dies that are going to allow you to create. I mean, obviously you could attach these to your cards and your boxes, but this project here, just caught my eye straight away. How incredible to create your own home decor pieces with these fantastic flowers. What you're going to get in this kit, I'll show you in a second on boards, but I just thought I'd show you the cards first of all. You're going to get a set of dies that are going to allow you to create all the different flowers that you're seeing here, and we even furnish you with all of your papers as well to be able to do that. These are absolutely incredible. Look at this box. I mean, again, you will have relevant papers that you'll be able to use if you're wanting to kind of, create boxes with these. Loads of floral papers that you can match these up with, but then creating like little beautiful 3D bouquets on top with these florals, absolutely incredible. And even this little card here, which I really like, just using one of the embossing folders that I think we featured yesterday, with a beautiful little sort of corner spray of all your florals on. Cute little sentiment, really simple, really easy to do. And the price on this, I mean, I know I'm here a lot, right? But I feel sometimes when I'm off, right, I feel like, some of the launches sometimes when I'm off are like uber brilliant. And this is certainly one of those. Yeah, it's all planned, isn't it? Wait till he's away and we'll put like an amazing launch on. £26.78 or $31.54 to be able to create these florals. So they look a little bit strange, right? But you're going to be cutting these out of the cardstock that you've got. And then you're going to be... I suppose it's like quilling, isn't it? Almost, really.
Yeah, yeah.
You can, if you've got a quilling tool, you can use that. But I guess you can use like tweezers as well, can't you, to do it?
Yeah, you can use tweezers, quilling tool, or personally, I just use my fingers.
Oh, do you?
I find them a lot easier with my fingers. I think I'm probably in a minority there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can just shape them with your fingers. I absolutely love these. These are just absolutely stunning.
They're amazing.
They're so easy though, but I cannot tell you, they are so simple. At least you just roll it up, a little bit of hot glue in the middle. I find it's the best adhesive to go for.
Mind your fingers.
Yeah, please do mind those fingers. And you'll get the most gorgeous 3D arrangements. They're just stunning. I love the fact you get all the foliage as well.
Yeah. So all of the dice to be able to create the flowers, and all the foliage too. And as we mentioned, you're going to get all of your papers there too. That is not to say, of course, that you have to use all of the papers in here. You can use papers that you've already got in your craft room. I'm guessing as well, if you wanted, you could you use like vellums and stuff with this as well? If you wanted?
Absolutely. Yeah. These work lovely with your linen card as well.
Yeah.
Any of our linen card from our collections, I've used that with these. You can use literally anything used to create your paper flowers. The only thing I'd say to bear in mind is something not too thick. I wouldn't recommend like a 300 GSM.
No.
The only reason why you want it to have a little bit of give, you want it to be able to mould and shape those petals, mould and shape those leaves. So something around a 200 GSM or a little bit thinner is going to be perfect. But like I say, I've used our linen card and that's about 250 GSM. That's just a work of art.
Carol.
That's amazing. Carol, you've knocked it out of the park there. That's a stunner.
Absolutely have. Don't miss out on this. If you were like me and were away last week and you didn't grab it, £26.78, $31.54. There is a showstopper available for you online, and we will go into more detail about that a little bit later on and take you all around the showstopper as well. That is going to feature tonight on Launch Party. Remember, we're not live at 5 tonight. We are live at 4. Okay, so Launch Party is 4 till 6 tonight. That's 11 a.m. for you if you're watching Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Pacific. So make sure you come back. It's meet and crave. We've got the amazing flamingos. We've got the floral aperture stamp and dies, and then this amazing collection for you too. So we'll look forward to that a little bit later on. Plenty more to tell you, which I'll do the other side of this short break, and we will continue looking at this amazing product in just a few moments' time as well, because I know Lily has got another fantastic demo up her sleeve. But in the meantime, if you've got stuff in your carts and your baskets, get checked out, and we'll meet you back here in about 3 or 4 minutes' time.
My day-to-day life is busy in work. Literally, I get in the door, I check my polls, I then check what I've got to demo, I then get everything ready, and it's just busy from there. I have a meeting with the producer, the director, we get then sorted for the shows, talk to the presenter, and it depends what side I'm on. I mean, sometimes I'm doing the presenting side, sometimes I'm doing the demonstration side, and I love both. It's actually who I get to work with. I can't say no more than that other than anybody that works here. We are a big family. We're so super friendly. I love Ben. I love it when we work together. And I don't mean that I don't love anyone else. It's the fact that Ben is the presenter and then I'm demonstrating, and we just have this great rapport. Same with Craig, same with Deb, same with the whole team. So yeah, the best part of the day is just getting to work with the best people in the industry. Oh, a night out. In the morning. Oh, none. I only drink water. Oh, well, I'm cutting out sugar, so it's got to be savoury. Masterclass. Oh, I can't leave the house without my lipstick. Oh, I love a baked potato. I relax, so I literally drive home normally and then I relax.
When I'm working, it's quite busy because I have to get up really early to come into work if I'm going to be travelling from London. But otherwise, I'm quite lazy. I spend a lot of time in bed. Best part of my day is when we come in and I get everybody. I really enjoy being up here. It's really nice to see all my friends, and this is my happy place. I do like to see everyone, and also, of course, if Christina's in, I'm getting my breakfast from Christina before I start the day. Early riser without a doubt. Never an... I'm in bed at 9:30. Bath at night, shower in the morning. I'm very clean. Tea, the colour of He-Man. Both. I like pancakes with bacon and maple syrup. Craft along, because there's always a softer side craft along. My phone, my life is my phone. Yeah, the phone and the dog, unless I'm coming up here and I can't bring the dog in. My favourite lunch isn't lunch. My favourite lunch is afternoon tea. That's what I'd like. Lots of selection of sandwiches, some scones, or scones, some cream and jam, and some little cakes. But I couldn't have it every day because I'd be the size of a house. Oh, that changes to the moment. My favourite song at the moment is Natasha Bedingfield, Unwritten. Or make myself a cup of tea and go and have a bath.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for checking out your carts. Dawn just saying, I love those flower dyes. Just have to practice more with the glue at the end to stick. We'll show you those in more detail later on a launch party. Nick Connie says that paper flower collection so beautiful, so many possible occasions to use it for. And Zoe Carver says, I'm glad these kits are now available here. However, I don't think that my bank account will agree. And Lynn Morton says on YouTube, next colour for Lily should be CC's new raspberry colour on your nails.
Lynn, that is a very good shout, actually. Do you know what? Next time we go over to the nail salon, shall I bring my Craft Club binder and be like, this is the colour I want, find me a matching colour?
Will you go for squovals, though? That's the question.
I always go squoval. I'm very boring, always the same shape. He's learnt the word, he's very impressed with himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I learnt it from Lily, then forgot it, and then we had those dyes on again last night, didn't we? I was like, oh, what's this one called again? Squoval. So I thought I'd get that one back in. I cannot believe we've got 20 minutes left on the show. Wrong card, Ben. Launch party coming up for you later on. Right now, we're on the register of a masterclass with this craft club. Have we got time to squeeze in one more quick demo?
Yeah, let's do it. We're going to bring in those fantastic resist sheets for the first part of this demo. We're going to use these to create a background. I know on camera before we've added any colour, they don't look like an awful lot, but when we add that colour, that beautiful design does just pop. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to bring in some colour. So I think we'll go with the matching one to my nails. Let's go in with the orchid. And all we're going to do is remove that lid and scribble once again a little bit of that colour onto our glass mat. Super simple technique here. We're just going to do a little bit of a wash over the background. So let's take our nice wide paintbrush. This is going to be the ideal one for any of your backgrounds. And we're just going to brush that gorgeous orchid colour. It's really nice pinky purple over the background. Really easy to do, just to really make that design pop and bring this background to life. building up the colour with a little bit more of that pen scribbled down onto our glass mat. You can, of course, be doing lots of different techniques with these. You don't just have to go in with a single colour. You could be going in with an ombre effect, so you could be bringing in different multiple colours with these gorgeous tricolour aquas and starting to really colorise this with lots and lots of different colour tones, and that will look absolutely gorgeous. So literally just going side to side, so easy to do this technique with your nice large flat brush, and you can see there we're really bringing that background to life, so you can see all that gorgeous damask detail onto the background there. Now at this point what we want to do is we want to just take a nice dry cloth and just give that a little bit of a buff, just to make sure that any of that ink that was just pooling onto that resist pattern has been removed. And you can see there in an absolute instant, nice and quick and simple, we have got a little blush of colour onto our background. It's a little bit darker in real life to the naked eye, but you can just about see that there on camera. But we are going to leave that to one side in for just a moment, and we're going to move on to the next technique as part of this card. So we'll leave that to one side to fully dry. Of course, once again, you can bring in your heat tool to force dry that if you so choose, but we'll leave that for just a few minutes. At this point, we're going to bring in our stamping platform, and we're going to go in with a piece of watercolour cardstock, once again included as part of our kit. And let's grab our gorgeous butterfly stamp. Now we're just going to make sure that we've got that cardstock nicely sort of anchored down by using our magnets into all four corners. And then let's just line our butterfly up. Let's have it at a little bit of an angle so it just looks a little bit like it's flying through the air, which I think looks quite sweet. And then we're just going to take our lid of our magnetic stamping platform and pick up that colour. Now at this stage I think you're probably expecting me to bring in a waterproof ink pad, ink that up and then bring our pens in and colour that, but we're actually going to stamp using our pens. I love this technique, I think it's incredible, super easy to do, and it's going to give you such a funky result. So let's start off with our peacock blue into the centre. Now the key when you are doing a technique like this, when you're colouring onto your stamps, is to have your pen at an angle. You don't want to go in like that onto your pen like you're doing proper colouring, so to speak. You want to use the edge of that brush, and that's going to allow you to get a more even and quicker coverage.
And don't worry about this, because I feel a lot of people worry about colouring onto their stamps, don't they?
No, don't worry about it at all. The beauty is that these are water-based.
Yeah. Water-based
is great because it means that they're water-based, so they wash off with water. Super, super easy. Do not do this technique with alcohol pens.
No.
Because you won't get it off your stamp.
No.
The beauty of
unless you want to have like nice, pretty coloured stamps, of course.
Well, yeah, I suppose. But the beauty of alcohol pens is they dry on multiple surfaces.
Yeah.
Including your stamps, whereas your aqua pens, the beauty of those is that they wash out with water, which actually makes them a great medium if you are crafting with the kiddies, because if they get covered in them, which quite frankly they will, because we do, don't we? So the kids certainly are. The beauty of that is you can literally just run the hands under the tap, a little bit soapy water, and you will be good to go in no time whatsoever. So a great medium for the little crafters as well as advanced crafters. So we're going in with a sort of ombre technique. Of course, you can use just the one colour if you so choose, but I thought, why use one when we could use three, quite frankly?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's bring in 3 different colours here. Scribbling all over that stamp. As you can see, I'm not being precise. And the thing with stamp with your pens, you're never going to get a really crisp, even stamped image. That's not the look you are going for. You're going for more of a distressed effect. Great for backgrounds, this technique. But it's just giving you one more use for your pens, which I think is brilliant. So we're just going to press down onto there, transferring that ink from our stamp to our cardstock there. You can see you get that really nice muted design. However, what we're going to do is we're actually going to we want to make that a little bit more distressed. We want to bring in at this point our fine spray mister, and all we'll do is we'll just mist onto our butterfly. You can see it makes it look almost like it explodes like fireworks, which I think is super, super cool. Now it's up to you how far you go with this technique. You can go just for a really light spritz, or perhaps if you're creating a background, you might want to spritz that an awful lot and get that really lovely diffused effect.
More abstract, isn't it? Look at that.
Doesn't that look cool? It almost like explodes, doesn't it? Which I absolutely love. Now, if you go a little bit too far, don't worry. All you're going to do is you're going to bring back in your stamping platform. You're going to take your stamp once again. You're going to clean it off though, so it's removed all of that ink. You're going to go in with your ink again. So you could go in with the same colours of pen, or if you've really diffused that, what you can do is you can actually go in with a black ink pad and add almost like an outline back into there if you've sort of diffused that a little more than you were intending to. But I'm quite happy with the way that's looking. I don't want that to diffuse anymore, so I'm just going to bring in a piece of kitchen towel here, and I'm just going to dab that bit where we've got a rather large bit of water there. Let's just dab that, and that's going to sort of stop that from going any further. But I quite like that. I think it's quite abstract, quite funky. So we can start to build this card together. Let's just dry this off. So once again, bringing in our heat tool, and that might cause that colour to sort of move a little bit more. But that's all part of the fun, all part of that lovely effect. So you can see there we're starting to dry that off. Our background, because that was quite a thin layer of water we had onto there, that should be just about dry. But let's speed up that process of drying our gorgeous butterfly. You can, once again, if you need to, just dab off some of that water, and you're going to make sure that you're going to actually speed up that process a little bit more. So that should be dry now, and that's ready to be layered onto a topper to build our card together. So let's bring in a piece of our black cardstock. I have to say, when you're doing all these lovely techniques with the bright, beautiful colours, your black cardstock is definitely the one to go for.
Yeah.
This technique, though, you could be using any of the pens in the collection, or even if you're going for that showstopper, you can be doing all of these techniques with those different colours of pens. And by going for the showstopper, it just means you've got even more different colours to play with.
Absolutely.
You can be using any of these techniques with any of your aqua pens. If you've got the regular aqua pens, not the tricolour aquas, I don't know if we've still got those in stock over on the website, but if you've got those in your crafty stash, you can do these same techniques. Of course you can. It's all about teaching you different ways, different processes, different looks and feels with your aqua techniques. And it's just fun to learn a new technique. Especially if maybe you're in a crafting rut, maybe you always go to your die cutting, maybe you like to colour with your alcohol pens. This is just going to give you that spark of creativity, that little bit of inspiration to try something that maybe you've not done before or not played with for a long time.
Yeah. Dawn's just saying she loves all the techniques, and Dawn says, I love fussy cutting because of Lilly.
Oh, we've got a convert. See,
A convert.
Sounds like some sort of awful cult, doesn't it? You guys at home know I love my fussy cutting. I try and get everyone else to love it as much as I do. I'm not successful with everyone, but I'm so pleased that you are on the fussy cutting bandwagon. It's a little bit addictive.
The fussy cutting bandwagon.
I know,
All aboard!
All aboard, tickets please, on the fussy cutting bandwagon. It's such a fun technique. It's one of those that I could get lost hours and hours and hours with fussy cutting. And you sort of change the way you look at things. So, for example, your pattern papers, whenever I get a new paper pad, obviously I'm looking at the gorgeous designs, but I'm sort of looking at it a little bit more closely, thinking, oh, I could fussy cut that out. Oh, that would work quite nice as a topper, as an embellishment. And it allows you to get more from your craft stash as well by working in that way, which we are definitely always all for. So that's going to go into the centre of our card base. And just to finish it off, I've done exactly the same technique that we did on that first card. So I've taken another of those absolutely beautiful pre-die cut sentiments. I've coloured it in using that black aqua pen that, of course, is included as part of your kit. And then just take a little bit of care actually easing that out of your carrier sheet. Now I'm just thinking actually if you got last week's craft club, gorgeous gilding flake craft club, you could be applying the adhesive onto there and gilding these, which I think would be pretty
nice
cool.
idea, yeah.
I think, shall we have?
Bottom.
Bottom, okay. He's spoken, that's it, easily swayed there. I wasn't sure, so let's pop it on the bottom. If you're really careful, you can actually go in with your foam pads on the back of these. Just cut up some of the smaller ones. And it has been done, I have managed it, but you do just need to chop down some of those foam pads if you want a little bit of lift onto there. Just to finish that off, a really, really simple card. We've got our little sentiment on the bottom there. A couple of techniques. You can see your resist patterns, how they come to life with your wash backgrounds, and then a little bit of stamping and spritzing using those aqua pens. I have to say, I love that technique, but how easy is that? You can be a beginner, perhaps brand new to crafting, and you can create that straight away.
I absolutely love that, and you know we're going to go through the boards again to show you exactly everything you're going to get in your kit, but it is such a great idea, isn't it, giving you the opportunity in these little craft club kits to dip your toe in the water, try different things out. Should I just say good morning Lord Ben and lovely Lily, tomorrow is my last boy's birthday, so I was getting his lovely things in one spot so he can take it home tonight, but I am here now. Hello.
Hello.
And also hi to Lynn, who says, the last time I did that, my daughter said, why have you made a mess? What does she know, eh? What does she know?
What does she know?
What does she know? She know, she nah, coming tomorrow. And Jane Adams, thank you for your joke. You say, hey Ben, why did the shark swim to the other side of the ocean? To get to the other tide. The other tide. Oh dear, thank you. Right, so Craft Club Aqua Techniques kit, the showstopper is basically what you're going to get in the showstopper, as Lily was just talking about a few moments ago, is the tricolour aqua markers from the Enchanted Ocean collection. So you're getting those added in. It's basically an extra £5 and a penny, I think, and about an extra $7 instead of paying $9.99 or $12.99. And that also obviously opens up your bonus buy as well. So as you chatted about, you know, a lovely way for you perhaps to be able to try this with a family member, with a friend. Maybe you are already quite au fait with the world of you know, aquas, and you want the kit, so then you can help the kids do it or the grandkids do it. That's why you go for the showstopper. Get your collection and then get a second collection for half of the price. Within the actual set itself, as you've seen Lily using during the demonstration, you've got all of these fantastic stamps to be working with. And that's what's so nice about this as well, is the fact that, you know, if you are fairly new, you're going to be using these to get better. You're going to be using these, you know, to try out all of the different techniques. But actually, once you become confident within yourself, you've just got a lovely set of stamps to be playing with, you know, and to be creating your projects with. So it works in so many different ways for you. These are all of the stamps for you as you will be receiving them. So from your florals to your beautiful butterflies, you've got a lovely sentiment in there as well. On top of that, again, as Lily was demonstrating, nice if you go for the showstopper, because you've got the set of colours within the Enchanted Ocean. So your Ocean Breeze, which is your magenta, purple and marine. Under the Sea, which is aquamarine, evergreen and pine. And then your Coral Reef, which is your sunset amber and teal. Alongside that, you then get these three tricolour aqua markers in there as well. So even more colours: Kingfisher, rose pink, you've got sunflower. And of course, you're going to get all of the different gradients of colour with these as you add your water. But then think about how you're going to combine the different colours from these 9 colours alongside other colours that you've got to create, you know, almost a limitless amount of colours, really. Your second pen is peacock blue, your scarlet, and that beautiful bug green. And then in your third pen, you've got obviously your slate, you've got that black, and you've got your orchid included too. On top of all of that, again, as we were seeing with Lily, and again, Craig was demonstrating this earlier on, you've got your ink pad, you've got your embossing powder, and you've also got your mister in there too. Doesn't look like a lot of embossing powder, that. I think Craig said it was about 7 grams, but actually, again, you know, you're putting a lot down, but the majority of it goes back into the pot. So, you know, it doesn't look like a lot, but it is a lot. You're also going to get your die-cut sentiments in there too. So we've obviously just added a bit of colour to those, but you've got the love, you've got the hello, you've got the smile in there too. And then all of your beautiful resist sheets in there as well. So you're getting 3 different designs, 3 of each, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So you've got your different florals, lovely sort of damask effect that you've got in there as well. And of course, you know, you've got these sort of pre-made, ready to go that you're just going to be applying your inks to. But the fact that you've got that pad in there as well, as Craig was showing us earlier, and you can create your own resist with the stamps that you've got within the set as well. On top of all of that, you are going to be getting your watercolour cardstock, and you've got your card blanks and envelopes, and as Lee mentioned earlier on, you do also get your black within there as well. So if you want to use those as sort of standard card blanks, you can. If you want to snip into them, cut into them, of course, you've got the ability to be able to do that as well. Alongside that, and I don't have that this side of the studio, you do get your instruction booklet with loads of information in, and you've got the link to, I think Craig said he did 3 or 4 demos with this. I think that's probably about the amount you get, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. But I know he sort of jam packs every single day full of as many techniques as he possibly can. So you'll get so much inspiration and so much education through watching those. I know some people benefit from reading through and having the pictures and the words. Some people, I know I'm in this camp, I find it a lot easier to actually watch the video. So I love the fact that we've catered for everyone. So something for every style of crafter to be able to follow along and learn lots of new techniques, which I just love. Yeah, that is the showstopper. £28, $28. Pop that in your basket. You'll make that saving, and then you can pop a second one in for half of the price. And also, if you just want to go for the collection on its own, that is also available for you too. The
Paper flowers are coming up later on for you. Not long to wait. I just need to reiterate that so that I have told you 4 o'clock. We're doing launch party tonight, 4 till 6, because after that, and again for our US viewers, may as well tell you, Craig has got an HSN. It's on the HSN website, Facebook and YouTube, I think from 7, isn't he? I think. So if you want to pop on a little bit later on and watch Craig there, you can, but he's with me at 4 o'clock. Launch party, we're going to be looking at the Amazing Flamingo collection. We've got the floral apertures and stamps, and this amazing collection, your paper flowers, which launched last week. I'll say it again, I'm absolutely drawn to this beautiful bit of home decor that Carol's popped together with the most gorgeous flowers. And how do you create those flowers? Well, you create those flowers using the dies that you're going to get in this set. And again, if you're new to this, you look on the board and you think to yourself, they almost look like fossils, don't they?
They do, yeah, I can see that now you've said it.
Is this a set of fossils?
Die set. Okay.
No, of course, they do look like fossils, but what you're going to be doing is you're going to be rolling these, quilling these. So if you've got, a quilling tool, you can use a pair of tweezers. Lily was saying earlier on that you literally just use your fingers, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Go back to that old expression, God gave me fingers before he gave me a quilling tool.
Well,
there you go.
Yes.
So I just find it easy to do it in that technique, but the way you shape these, the way you mould these can give you totally different effects. Maybe you want to splay out those petals a little bit more.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to roll them really tight to give you like a rosebud effect. You can change the look and feel of these, but honestly, they are so easy to put together. Roll them up, a little bit of hot glue into the centre, and you are good to go. I'm thinking these will be amazing. Maybe you're taking flowers to somebody who's recovering in hospital, obviously not being able to bring in fresh flowers, but of course they're going to be able to take these home with them afterwards as a keepsake as well. Maybe even looking at that gorgeous sample by Carol, how about using that as almost like a bouquet? If you've got bridesmaids, carrying something like that down the aisle would be absolutely gorgeous. But these aren't going to have to be watered, they're not going to wilt in the sun, they are going to last forever and ever.
If these die, then you have got a problem.
Yeah, absolutely you do. I think even I could look after these ones, and I'm certainly not green-fingered. But how gorgeous does that look? It's going to be your absolutely show-stopping flowers onto any of your projects, cards, home decor, gift wraps. It's going to look absolutely gorgeous, but the colours are beautiful. Change up the colourways and you'll change up the season. It's going to look absolutely beautiful.
And that's it. And it's your bread and butter, isn't it, really? And I love the fact here that we've sort of shown you decorate your boxes, home decor pieces, decorate your cards, flowers. They're going to be used for every occasion. They're going to be used for every person. They're going to be used for every season. And what's really nice about this kit as well is, of course, you're going to get your set of 13 dies in there with the foliage dies alongside your floral dies. But then you also get within that your set of papers as well. So all of these beautiful colours are included within your paper pad, just to kind of set you off. I know you've probably got tons of your own papers at home that you want to be using, and if you're thinking about using other materials as well to make your flowers, then you can, but it's nice that we send you away with the papers within this collection as well, so you are good to go. It's $26.78 or $31.54 for that collection. As we've mentioned, there is a showstopper option which we'll look at in detail during launch party a little bit later on. But we're almost done. Lee, thank you so much for a wonderful masterclass. That's you this week, I think, isn't it? Until Monday.
Yeah. That sounds like I'm off home. No, I'll be through the office. I will be working, just not on here, but I will be back on Monday. It's myself and Mr. Ben Moseby all day on Monday. It's going to be fun filled, that is for certain, so I hope you can join us for that.
Yep, and we are far from done here either, because in an hour's time, just over an hour, we have got launch party for Amazing Flamingos, more with the paper flowers as well. So we've got that showstopper option for you too, which we'll look into. We've got glitter paste, shimmer ink pads, and also the floral aperture stamp and die collection for you too. So that is going to be a lot of fun. In the meantime, make sure you check out the website. We've got our midweek mix-up for you with loads of deals from $5 to $10 to £20 $20 deals for you. That is all there. And also don't forget, new show coming your way this Friday. Friday from 5 is Friday Night Live. We are after your pictures, please, for our gallery, where apparently if you send in a picture, you might win something. So send us a picture of any projects that you've been working on, and we can get those ready for that show on Friday. Check out your baskets. Lily and I will see you very soon. I'll see you in an hour, in fact, for launch party. Until then, bye for now.